Hello, David Akubian, Bearwoods Photography here. The focus of today's video is what's in this box. It's going to be the unboxing of my Tamron 2875 from my Sony camera that I recently picked up, which is part of this video as well. I wanted to mention a couple of the products that I'm doing some self-testing on and hoping to add them to my system. First is the Shimoda Explore 40-liter backpack. With the inserts and everything. I've also got the little duffel bag for it. I've used it on one trip. I've been very impressed with it. I've got a couple trips coming up and I'm going to be putting them more through the test. So stay tuned for a video in the future about the Shimoda bag as well. Another product is the Acratech Nomad ball head. I've always been intrigued by the design of these ball heads. They're a little bit lighter. They're machined extremely well, and that's impressive to me. So I picked one of the Nomads up, and I'm going to be testing it in the very near future. The last thing, which is the lens, is part of an acquisition that I made recently. I picked up a Sony a7R III. I used to have the a7R. Sold it, just wasn't using it, and that was years ago. But everything is going mirrorless. I mean, it's inevitable. There's still some things, you know, birds in flight and everything that I've said numerous times that I don't think are quite up to par with the mirrorless part is not up to digital SLR, but for landscapes, for portraits, and a lot of these other things it is. So I made the decision to pick up an a7R III now that Tamron's also making two native lenses for that, the 17 to 28, which I've also got on order. It's back ordered, and then the 2875, which was back ordered, and it came in today on UPS. So I wanted to go ahead and do this video and talk a little bit about the features. One of the things that I really am impressed with, that I'm hoping to find out how well it works. The a7R III does the eye focus, and I'm doing a project called Heroes and Healers, which I'm photographing a lot of service animals, whether it be horses, dogs, canine assistants, police dogs, search and rescue dogs. All these, the nice thing is that the eye focus that the Sony has is also going to work with animals. So I'm really curious to see how well it works, and I'll let you know as soon as I do some images as well. So let's get to the star of the show here. The Tamron 2875 Di3 RXD. So what does that mean? First of all, it's 2875 f2.8. Di means full frame. 3 means it's not going to be APS-C or the regular mirrored full frame. It's going to be the mirrorless. RXD means rapid extra silent stepping drive, and I'm reading it right off the box. I haven't researched what that is. I need to look. I need to talk to some of the text, but I'm going to guarantee it just simply means it hauls butt when it focuses and it's really quiet. Another thing that it has is the fluorine coating, which is really nice. Stuff tends to not adhere to the lens surface. It cleans off a lot easier, so that's really good for me because I'm shooting outdoors all the time, or primarily. Don't do a lot of studio stuff, although we're in a studio doing this video. Another thing that it's got is the BBAR coating, and I'm familiar with the BBAR coating because the 35 to 150 has that on that as well. And the testing that I did and the shots that I've done on it are fantastic. You can shoot directly into the sunlight. It reduces ghosting, it reduces flaring. Phenomenal coating on the lens, so I'm really looking forward to having it on a 2875 f2.8 all the way through. It's 2.8, keep that in mind. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's got the weather resistant sealing as well, which is important because some of the best landscape images to be captured are in bad weather. So it's nice to be able to have that weather resistant sealing. A few other features that I'm intrigued with is the minimum focusing distance. I made a cheat sheet. Minimum focusing distance or minimum object distance at 28 millimeters is 7.5 inches. So that's going to allow me to be roughly an inch or so, 2 inches off the subject, and be able to get a very shallow depth of field at 28 millimeters. If I need to be further away, get more of a working distance, 15.3 millimeters at 15.3 inches at 75 millimeters on the lens, and that gives me a 1:4 ratio reproduction. So I'm going to be photographing 1/4 life size. So if my subject is whatever it is, 4 inches by 6 inches, that's going to fill the frame. So That's going to be, really nice to be able to do that as well, all in one lens. So let's go ahead and open this thing and see what it's like. Tamron always takes great care in shipping their lenses in great boxes. The instructions and all that stuff, I always just put it aside. I probably should read it someday. Comes nice and packed tight so it doesn't get damaged. All right, comes wrapped up. So as I pull it, the first thing that I feel is some really nice quality. It's small, it's lightweight. And to know that it's an f2.8 is phenomenal. I'm looking at the rear cap, of course, and it's got the nice seal. All Tamron lenses come with a rear lens cap, a front lens cap, and a lens hood, in addition to the 6-year warranty. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this on the camera body. One thing I like with the weather sealed lenses is when you put them on, you can really just feel the nice, smooth, closing of any gaps or anything else. That weather sealing does a great job. Take the lens cap off, reverse the hood, simply take the little round circle, line it up with the dot on the front of the lens, click it into place, and you've got your little flowered lens hood. The zoom ring is on the front, man, nice and smooth. Extended all the way out to 75 millimeters. You can see how small it is, 28, even smaller. The focus ring, it's got a good feel to it. That's one thing that's important is, with mirrorless in the past, there haven't been a lot of native lenses. There are, but, for the Sonys and the Nikons and everything else, a lot of the times you've had to use adapters, Metabones, or whatever the case may be. So you're not really gaining the advantage of the lighter weight and everything that you can get with the native mount lenses. So this is going to be my first opportunity to use that. So again, the little project that I'm doing, Heroes and Healers, it's going to be nice because with this camera body, it does the eye focus on animals as well as humans. It will work with this lens, so I'm sort of curious to see as I'm photographing some of the animals what happens. My project again is working on photographing therapy animals, service animals, canine assistants, police dogs, search rescue dogs. I'll be doing a presentation at Photo Plus at the Tamron booth, or at the big booth up there, and we're going to be photographing some dogs in the booth. So this is going to be really come in handy to do some of that work as well. Obviously, I haven't gotten out and taken any images with it today because I just put it on there. I did do a couple images when I was in New York with a borrowed lens, so I may stick those at the end of this video, but I'm going to wait to get some other images here in the near future, and when I do, I'll do an additional video showing the first time out with the lenses and everything else, first couple times, and I'll put some high resolution images on my OneDrive and put a link in the comments for you to download. So all that's coming, the review on the lens in the field, the review on the body, because it's also new, the review on the ball head and the review on the bag, all that's going to be coming up in future videos. But I'm really excited to finally have a full frame camera body that's mirrorless with a native lens, and I'm really looking forward to it. So if you would like to find out more, please do me a favor and go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're interested in what you're seeing and you think you like my content, go ahead and give me a thumbs up as well. Share it with your friends. Let's get some more people subscribed to this channel so we can get the word out there. If you have any questions or anything else, please leave them in the comment section below. Like I said, I'll put a few images that I shot in New York with a borrowed lens, one of the ones that came in a Tamron kit for people to use, that I borrowed as well. But I'll hopefully get the next video out to you in a week or so. So thank you again, as always. And again, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon.